here to tell a story. I'm here to become the story. Now, this all happened a long time ago. We used to live in this country that you couldn't even imagine living in. We had these rules, you see. They didn't care about us following the rules or being part of their civilian system. They just wanted control. They just wanted to push us past the breaking point and watch us squirm like rodents. Well, this particular law pushed me over the edge personally. One of our presidents, you'd probably be close enough to relate to, implemented a new rule in this country. He wanted to ban all types of drugs, all types of anything that caused addiction. Cigarettes were illegal, alcohol illegal, marijuana illegal. Everything was illegal. And not only were they illegal, but everyone that's ever done any of them quarantined off of this other part of the country. You could say it's independent if you want, but it didn't break our feelings that we had it tied to the country we lived in. We lived like animals there. We lived in small little shacks, eating barely anything every day. And you see, there was a little bit of a problem because the girl I loved since high school, tall, brunette, blue eyes, she was in that camp with me because she liked to drink wine on occasion. Can you believe that? She liked to drink wine on occasion. Anyway, no, I did much worse. I did almost every drug in the book. I deserved to be there. Me and her grew up in different classes, you see. I kind of came from the poor neighborhood, and she came from big money, upper class. And at one point, I felt like we were all just animals there. We were just eating dirt, sharing our dirt with other people too. I felt so alive. I finally felt like I reached an equilibrium at that point. No, it didn't last long. See, these upper class people, they were angry. They didn't understand right from wrong. You see, the ideology of this country soon grew on us. We started to understand and respect their wishes. We became the dogs they so wanted us to be. Anyway, these upper class folk who like to drink their wine a little bit, smoke their cigars. They formed their own cult. Yeah, there was no equilibrium. There was no sense of equality. There was just money, and it was just welfare. It was kind of embarrassing after a while. I loved this girl, and I couldn't even talk to her, not even in this concentration camp we were in. They formed their own cult. They started nagging and nagging every day. I tried to sleep on the fucking wood floor. Splinters all across my back digging into my shoulder blades. And I'd hear them protest with their well-spoken manner every night. fortunate enough in that 5-story house, that girl I love so very much slept right above me. And we were animals. There was no reason for her not to sleep around if she didn't want to. So she slept around every night. I couldn't even sleep. And she couldn't even sleep. And I knew we were both scared of the same thing at that point. I was afraid that she was getting raped every night. She was afraid that she tried not to believe it. You see, I didn't mind living in that cold cellar. No, I quite enjoyed it actually. And, you know, misinterpreted. The guards would come in every day and throw us a bag of drugs right through a little barred window on the top left corner of the room. We were all in the cellar, you see. Other people would live in the other rooms, but we liked the cellar. It was a little cozy. It was bigger, you see. Had more blankets or whatnot. But most of those blankets were stained. Anyway, I lived in the broom closet. And I grabbed every day my pot and my heroin. And I would just have some fun. And I was dope sick every day too. When that guard stopped coming and they were just laughing through those bars, I could feel their teeth right up against that iron. And eventually that dope sickness got to me. And I heard my little darling get raped one more time. And the speeches at night would piss me the hell off. Let's get our wine, let's get our tobacco. We're not like the cretins downstairs. We're better than them. We're college educated. Yeah. But you know what? They were on the same boat too. Because it so happened that very rich fellow inside, who more than often visited my girlfriend at night, and yes, I remember. I could hear his grunts, and I knew exactly what kind of person he was. I remember, same guy from high school who inherited his parents' fortune after being killed in the war. He paid off a little bit of high people in society, and they didn't stop the flow of drugs coming through their windows. And we could just hear people fall into ecstasy, fall straight on the floor. We were just downstairs and we were watching our superiors get high. Well, they like to think of themselves as our superiors. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. So, come up with this great idea. Me and my friend, one afternoon, and yes, the afternoon, we decided to go for a little field trip. I put a knife down my pajama. Yeah, messed up pajama. It's got puke on it. You want to see it? No. And we climbed up to the little cellar door. It was always locked. But we actually believed at one point there was a couch right sitting on top of it. They would just forget about it. Perhaps a rug too. I started grabbing that lock. My muddy, wet, cold hands. Yeah, at this point I felt like I was almost amphibious. And I was pulling down and just watching small, muddy droplets fall in my hand. At that point, we slept one more night. We gave up. I heard again, love my life. Crying, actually, for the first time after the rape. She was just crying. I had no idea whether or not the rain, small partial rain coming down onto me from the ceiling of the room closet was her tears, or the freezing icicles we had to live under. So I grab a spoon and I start fiddling it around the bars. The guard came up to me, yelled right in my ear, almost like a trumpet sound. Almost blew my drum out. He said, "What do you want?" I said, "I want to kill someone." He just threw me a knife. And he threw me a shotgun. I wanted so badly for him to interrogate me and ask me why. I just wanted for him to ask, or get mad at me or laugh at me or something. See, at this point, I still felt like I was an animal, just falling through my animal instincts. I lost all sense of myself. I didn't even ask him a single question. Didn't even utter a single word. I didn't even say thank you. The guard just walked away as I heard his boots stomp on the muddy pools of water, descending throughout the entire camp. I wasn't high. I hadn't been high in months, and yes, it's carried on for months since the last bag of drugs walked through our window. But I felt higher as I ever could. My brain felt like it was swishing around back and forth. So I walk up, and I wanted to play with them for a little bit. So I knocked on the locked cellar door. And then we had some people try to play games with us, laughing. And they were saying, "What do you want? Stay down there, you rat!" Anyway. Yeah, rat. That was kind of funny. No, it wasn't. I started begging. My heart was racing, you see, because I knew I wasn't desperate. But I wanted them to think I was. I wanted them to laugh, so I shot all the teeth out of their mouth into the back of their head. Their throat, their stomach, and burning down. I asked them, "Please, please help us." They just started laughing again. And I didn't think to fire at the lock. I fired straight above myself, just to shut whoever was laughing up. Stupid girl. Then I shot the lock. No one made any noise. Nobody even thought to close it. I figured they knew who I was. At any rate, I opened the door up. No couch. Not even a rug. I climbed right through. Lift myself up. It was hard at first, but I was so weak and riddled from hunger. Pulled myself up, flipped on my side, and stood up. just shot my love right in her brain, and I killed her. And nobody seemed to want to attack me. They were just crying over her corpse. And the most cruel thing ever happened to me that day. They closed the cellar door and threw on another lock. I don't know where they got that lock from. And they let me live with them. I was unharmed. I couldn't sleep at night for at least 5 months. An extra 7 months I couldn't live. Slept in her room. Saw blood all over the walls. Small fragments, small puddles. Dried up. The beating she must have took. And then, I was well fed. You see, they had a lot of good food. They just want to cover up this incident. Everyone just assumed I was dead. They must have killed me. No one bothered to find out what had happened to me downstairs. At any rate, I slept in a nice warm bed. Yeah, the bloodstains bothered me, but at least I had good food, decent clothes. Hell, they even had a shower. But it didn't matter. So, they didn't introduce me to drugs until about 6 months later. I didn't even ask. I was sober. A guy I knew, not that rich guy, I haven't seen since. I guess they know who I was and they knew how I'd feel if I'd seen him. Another guy walked into my room, a guy I used to know. Came with me with a bag of heroin. I wasn't even depressed. He talked me into seeing the light, talked about starting over and having fun and focusing on my own life. And I was somewhat distracted. Moments later, suffocating in my own vomit and blood.